Hey everyone, so let's talk about air bubblers. So there are two main different types of air bubblers. Have like what I have here, which is an air bubbler wand, or you have an air bubbler stone, which are usually about yay big. A lot of times they're blue, or they can also be made of a type of wood as well. Personally, I do like the bubbler wands better, just because to me they produce a cooler look, a cooler effect on your tank, being longer like the one is here. So this is the Tetra Color Fusion tank, and this tank kit actually came with the bubble wand, as you see here. Now parts of it are not, like over here, are not bubbling. It happens sometimes. On this one it seems to kind of come and go. Now these are always going to be hooked up to an air hose and then an air pump. And then of course it forces air through the hose. The air pump forces air through the hose and then into your wand or your air stone, and then it produces, and then the bubbles come out of it. So they look really cool. And this is just a 5-gallon tank. You can see most of the back is covered in air bubbles. So the first thing that they do is, of course, adds in decoration, adds in a really cool effect to your tank, especially if you get one that goes across your entire back and it's producing a whole bunch of bubbles. The entire back is like, well, full of bubbles, and it just looks really, really cool. And then two, they do make some that are fancier than the one I have, where they also add in LED lights to the bubble wand. So then not only are you getting a cool bubble effect, a cool bubble wall effect on the back of your tank, but you also get the LED lights shining through those bubbles, and it looks really, really cool. The second reason to get an air bubbler here is for more oxygen and surface agitation. So of course the bubbles are agitating the top of your water, the top of the water surface, which allows for more oxygen to be going into your water here. So especially if you don't have the best of filter, like on this one, on this tank here that has this internal Tetra filter. It's okay filter, but it doesn't do much surface agitation. So adding in this bubbler makes it so there's a lot more surface agitation. Without this filter on, you do get a little bit of oil in this tank, that oil look on the top of the water. But with this bubbler, there is none. There's no oil look whatsoever anymore. As you can see, it's breaking up the water surface tension quite a bit there in the back. So it can also kind of help your filter with that. So that is a very good reason why to have a air bubbler. Now I also should mention here that if your filter is good enough, you have a good filter, you do not need the air bubbler for that whatsoever. But it does look cool again. Yeah, so that is why you would get an air bubbler. Most people probably get it for the look of it more than anything else, because it does look really cool. But then some people will buy them because they think they need an air bubbler in their tank, when you do not, as long as your filter is adequate for your tank. Which pretty much any kit is going to be, any filter is going to be, long as it's the correct size filter for your tank. You really do not need an air pump and air bubbler, but again, it looks really cool, especially if you get one of the fancier ones with the LEDs built into them. I mean, it looks like a giant bubble wall coming up back of your tank. So it looks really cool. It really does. Alright guys, thank you all very much for watching. Let me know if you guys use one of these or not. And then if you do, you use an air bubbler wand or an air bubbler stone or piece of wood. Yeah, let me know, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys have a good one. Goodbye.